Alright guys, welcome back to the next video in our web scraping in Python series. In the last video, we learned about HTML tags and what is their purpose. In this video, we will cover attributes, what exactly attributes are and why they are used. And I am going to show you practically also how attributes are used while making an HTML code. So let's begin. Attributes are basically used for giving extra content. So, you can say extra content or extra context to your HTML tags. So basically, they define more purpose in addition to what exactly the tag is doing. And this is important because when you are going to fetch data as a script while scraping, you will get attributes also. So you must understand that this is an attribute. What exactly the way attributes are written. So when you see the codes, attribute would be written like this. There would be attribute name, and this will be equals to something in between. So the point here is to remember there would be tag here, there would be closing tag here, and there would be name of the attribute, and there would be something giving actually context to that attribute. So I'll write down the most famous attributes you are going to definitely see. One is href. This is used for interlinkage. Then I'll show you exactly how they look like, or in a practical world, I'll show you on the desktop. Then another attribute is your ID. This is basically used to identify unique things. So identify or assign uniqueness. So if I assign ID to say title, then that would be unique in the document, and that will be used only once. So we use ID to identify the elements, and then there is a class. So class is used to grouping elements, and the use of grouping is once you group the elements, you can actually give them better font. Formatting is easier, giving them different properties. So, for example, a color or something that it gets easier. So, I'll show you that in the CSS classes, but for right now, you need to understand that these are the attributes which, in addition to tag, mostly used while designing structure of the HTML. So, I'll take you to my desktop screen and show you how they are used. So, I'll go back to the same website we were using, codepen.io, and here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a get help. Now, if you see, I have actually added the tags, but I cannot right now visit anything, or I cannot actually do anything with these tags right now. It's just I can add headings if I change the tags. That is H1, H2, or I can use P, which we learned in the earlier class. But what if I want to add an interlink here of my own website? So if I'll go here and see my website, then I'll just copy paste the URL. And what if I want to add it here? So what I'll do is I'll add attribute. So attribute, basically href is the name of the attribute, which I told you that we use the name of the attribute, then we use equals to inverted commas, and we add whatever information we want to add in inverted commas. So I'll add this, and there is a get help button, and then I have closed the tag. Also, what if I want this hyperlink to get open in a new window? So in that case also I have to add an attribute, and let's add it here only. So I'll write target. Now name of the attribute is target, and then I'll write because I want to open in another window. I'll write blank underscore blank is the code for this. So let's see what happens then. I'll just press enter and I'm going to. So if you see, this is actually opening in the new window now. This, which means if you add attributes to the tags, they actually get more context and more things can be done. So this was just the name of the attribute. You just need to remember href is the name of the attributes. Equal to inverted commas is the information, and that's how attributes are defined with HTML tags. I'll show you one more example. So if I write h1 and I'll write Harsh Sharma, you must have seen this in the previous class also. I'll write this is a heading. Now, what if I want to make this heading element unique? So what I'll do is I'll add identifier, that is ID tag, and then I'll write equal to and this, and I'll write title. So what this is doing is it is going to make this heading as a unique identifier in the entire document, and I can identify this element. And I can change the way I want. So probably I want to add colors to it. I want to make it italic. Anything I can do. That is again going to be in the CSS. So yeah, that is what I wanted to show you, how exactly these three attributes are used. And that is all for this class. I'll see you in the next video, and then we will cover CSS. All right. Thank you.